for this trick, we can take the cards and give them a quick shuffle. And we actually need a card selected. So let's go ahead and spread through. Spectator can touch any card here. So let's say this one over here. Please go ahead and remember that card, and we'll just go ahead and push it somewhere in the center of the pack. And I'll also give it a quick shuffle, okay? So your card is somewhere lost in this deck. I don't know where it is, I don't know what it is, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna split the cards into two piles, one for you and one for me. And then after we do that, I'll tell you what to do from there. So let's split the deck in half. You can go ahead and just say stop somewhere. Let's say stop over there, okay? I'll give these to you. Sorry, one sec, I'll move that out of the way. But go ahead and just spread these out the best you can, and I'll spread mine out like this. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pull out two random cards to help us out. So don't pull out your card, wherever it is. Just pull out a random card, and I'll go first just so that I'm not like influenced by your decision. So now you can go ahead and pull out another card. Let's say they pull out this card over here. Okay, and now we can take our piles, and you can go ahead and shuffle these together if you like, or I can do it. It doesn't really matter, just mix them up. So now we have these two random cards here, a 10 of spades and a 3 of diamonds. So these aren't your cards, right? Okay, great. So these two cards are gonna help us. We're gonna do this by adding the values together. So 10 plus 3 equals 13, right? And you could have chosen any card. I chose a random card. So this is a random number. So what happens if we count 13 cards down from the deck right now? Let's find out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Your card, the 2 of hearts. Pretty cool trick, right? Wait, what? This wasn't your card? 13, right? Oh, sorry, maybe it was the next card. Jack of spades. No, that wasn't it either, was it? Okay, wait, this is kind of embarrassing. Sometimes this happens. My apologies. So I'll try and figure this out. Let's see. Wait, hold on. You're telling me your card isn't in the deck at all? Wait, really? Okay, this is weird. Okay, well, you know what? This does actually happen sometimes. Sometimes what happens is the card gets a little bit stuck inside of the box. You hear that? Yeah, I think it might actually be in the box right there, the 3 of spades. And yeah, that is the trick, guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. And if you did, be sure to stick around for the tutorial. All right, guys, so here's the tutorial for the trick that you just saw. So hopefully you guys like it. Obviously, this isn't like a magician fool or anything. It's just a fun little box load that I came up with. And you can utilize this for literally any card trick. So you don't have to do what I did in the performance, obviously, because that was basically just like a fake card trick. So I'm just gonna be teaching you the box load, and then from there, you guys can use this move and incorporate it into any card trick, and you can reveal their card to be in the box in, you know, any situation that you guys wish. So it's completely impromptu. You just need a normal deck of cards and a card box. I'm gonna be teaching you 2 ways to do this, because the box that I have is sort of special because the back design of this box is the exact same back design as the deck of cards that I'm using. So if a card was going to be here on the bottom, it looks completely normal. And when that card is later pulled out of the box like this, then you can show the box and it looks like nothing has changed because the back design is matching to the back of the card. So if you have this type of back design, that's a huge advantage because you'll be able to actually show the back of this box before you even pull out the card. So you'll be able to shake it and then pull out the card, and then you can show everything, and it looks really fair. But if you guys don't have this type of card box, don't worry, you can still do it. Unfortunately, you won't be able to show this side of the box, but you will be able to still pull the card out of the box, and then you can show this at the end. So I'll be showing you guys those 2 versions, so no matter what type of card box or deck that you have, hopefully one of these 2 versions will apply to you. In both versions, the sleight of hand is the exact same. So the basic way that I like to do it is I like to take my card box first off and place it to my right, and I like to have it facing upside down in my perspective. So to the spectator's eyes, it looks like it's facing the right way. One more tip that I would like to give is I actually like to take the flap here, the main flap, and I kind of like to press it in. And this is so that this groove here actually fits perfectly around my thumb, and it will be very, very easy for me to feel the spectator's card there when I lift up the card box, because otherwise this little groove here would be blocked. So it's very helpful to keep that tucked in. So once you're in this position, you're ready to begin. So all you have to do, get a peek at the spectator's card and control it somewhere in the middle of the deck. So that's all you have to do. So what I did was I had the card selected and I did a little bottom control, little spread cull. I took the card and I culled it underneath like this, spread through the cards, and now it's on the bottom of the deck. And when I push that card in, so it'll be like this, when I push it in, I rotate the deck 180 degrees like this, and I get a peek at that card so I can see 6 of clubs, okay? That's gonna be the spectator's card. Then what I do is I just shuffle off some cards, and then when I have about half the deck remaining, I just drop, and that will actually control the 6 of clubs to be somewhere in the center of the pack. So now I spread through the cards and I tell the spectator, so your card's somewhere in here, I don't know where it is, what it is. When you find their card, you're just gonna keep your finger right above it, because you're actually gonna get a break on top of their selection like this when you square up. So now the 6 of clubs is right where my pinky is. And at this point, you're gonna tell the spectator that you're gonna split the deck in half. You tell the spectator to say stop somewhere around half. And what you're gonna do is break the cards off at the pinky break like a riffle force, but you're not going to show the spectator this because then they're gonna see their card. So you're gonna wrist kill as you spread these cards out, and that will help conceal their selection there. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna spread these cards out on the table, and you're gonna do it pretty close to this box here. So close that you're going to have to move this box out of the way in order to continue spreading these cards. And that's the justification for you having to pick up the box so you can continue spreading out the cards. So your wrist is turned over here, so the spectators only see the back. And as you spread out these cards, you're gonna use that as cover to sort of push this card off with your thumb and then catch a pinky break underneath their selection. And you do that with your wrist turned over as you spread out the cards, so like that. And as I'm in this position, the box is in the way, so I have to move it. So I'm gonna pick up the box, and don't really make a big deal, just say, sorry, let me just move this one sec. And you're gonna pick up the box, put it on top, and then turn your wrist back over. So now it's gonna be squared up with everything. And now you're gonna continue spreading this out. You can just kind of push the cards over here. And when the cards are now fully spread out and moved out of the way, what you do is, since this flap is pushed in, it's gonna be very easy for you to feel the card in that groove that I mentioned in the beginning. So you'll be able to very easily pick up that card with the box and just set both the card and the box down from the break like this. So you're gonna lift up the card from the break and set that all down and just do it kind of quickly, and then instantly take your half and you can spread it out on the table. So that is one way to do it. And then you can proceed to do any type of trick that you want or any type of fake reveal that you want, like I did. And then once the card is not in the deck, what you do, you pick up the box like this, and I like to pick it up from the thumb groove again. So I like to pick that up just to make sure it's nice and straight. When I do that, I'm gonna instantly straighten it out again with my right hand, and I'll sort of hold my index finger there on the card to make sure it doesn't move. But then what I'll do is I'll transfer this back to my left hand. So now I'm holding it on the 2 sides, and my fingers are just going over the edge to hold that card in place. And this is the sound illusion that makes it sound like there's a card in the box. All I do is I shake to the spectator and I hold the box in this orientation. My index finger here is just gonna tap the box as I shake like that. And it sounds like there's something in the box. So I just kind of tap or scratch the box like this as I shake. Then what you do is you open the flap and you put your thumb inside of the box, your fingers on the bottom, and then you're just gonna pull out the card. It looks like the card comes out of the box, but you're just sliding it out from the bottom. You pull it out, and now you can just reveal everything, and it's completely clean. So that's one version. If you have the card box that matches the back of the card, but obviously some of you guys won't have this. So if you guys have a normal box, I'll show you guys the other version of how you can perform this. The card is gone from the deck, so okay, it's not gonna be in there. And now you go to the box and you say, watch this. Now you're basically gonna be doing the same thing, but the only thing is you can't turn the box over, you can't show the back. So it's actually a little bit easier than the other version, because all you have to do is pick it up, and you can do the same sound illusion. You just can't flip your wrist over. You can just hold it and just make sure you're holding the card sort of with your fingers there on the edge and your thumb here. What you can do is you can just hold the box like this and sort of tap with your index finger on the back to make that sound illusion just kind of go like this. and it sounds like something's in the box, then what you do is you just reposition your hands like this so that your left hand will be over the box. All you do now is open the flap and pull out the card. Then you can reveal it like this, and now the trick will be over. So that's if you don't have a card box that matches the back design. The only flaw with that is you won't be able to show both sides of the box, but both versions work. It's just a fun move, and I hope you guys get some use out of this because it is a really cool reveal when the card somehow jumps to the box. And yeah, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and see you guys next time. Bye.